Welcome back, super friends and super family. I'm Nick, and today I'm reacting to Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 5, Episode 10. I actually thought, I'm following the Slay Live watch order, I thought I was going to be jumping over to Angel, but I just checked. We get another episode of Buffy, and I'm actually really glad because the last episode ended off with Joyce kind of being taken away, had that POV shot where she's seeing her family, her daughter, just waiting for her as she goes into surgery. I really want to see the results. I mean, I'm hoping it's not bad news. That would be such a bummer if that's what this episode is about. Like if Joyce just passes away, if the surgery doesn't go well. I hope I'm not jinxing it by saying this, but that would be such an unpleasant turn and direction for the show. I don't think that's what's going to happen, but I am still concerned because this show has, stabbed me in the heart more than once. So let's see what's going to happen. I'm just glad that I'm not going to be in suspense watching another episode of Angel right now. At least I get to see what the outcome is checking out Buffy. For better or for worse, right? But I'm so pulling for Joyce. As always, if you want to watch the full unedited reaction, that is up on Patreon. You can also watch next week's future episodes of both Buffy and Angel, all up on Patreon. Thank you so much to everyone who supports there. Let's just get right into it. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Season 5, Episode 10. It's like that quote from Pippin from Return of the King. Waiting is the worst. Waiting on the edge of a battle.
Sorry, can I get you anything?
No. Thank you.
Riley?
I'm fine.
Are you, though? Are you? Sorry.
What time is it?
There's a clock behind you, Will.
I know, but there's a watch right above your head.
That is lower effort. Come on.
It can't be right.
Was time going by too slowly?
I can't stand this. What's taking so long?
It doesn't mean anything.
I hope he's right. I hope he's right.
I'd worry more if your mom was out of surgery quickly. Might mean that, they couldn't do much.
I think that's a good point, though. What? Come on, let's hear the verdict. Let's go. Let's go. What is it? What is it? They're gonna make us wait the intro? Okay, I'm skipping the intro. No, I'm not, but... Oh, man. Come on. It has to be good news. It cannot be something terrible. They would not do that off-screen to us. That would just be so... No. Okay, right back to the scene. I want to see.
What happened? Is she all right?
Well, it was possible to visualize the tumor completely.
Okay, that's good. That's really good.
Your mother's going to be fine. Have her back in here for some follow-up testing, but overall, I'd consider the procedure a complete...
Okay. I better not be celebrating too soon. There better not be some evil twist. This is good, though. This is good.
Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah, hug him. Oh, careful.
Sorry.
He's like, I hated that hug.
I am the Slayer. I'm going to get you.
That's disturbing. You're emotionally scarred and will end up badly.
Don't say that.
I'm old and I'm stuffed full of Mugu Guy starch.
Oh, we could play that game. That was fun.
Or you always win.
We can make a wager this time. You can give me real money.
That would just make it more fun for you.
Oh, maybe we can all get drunk.
I don't think the bar would serve her, but we could bring something in.
She'd be the worst solo babysitter.
The chimp playing hockey? Is that based on the Chekhov?
Are these real movies?
The other one, I don't want to see a sad movie.
We have to see the chimp playing hockey.
Let Dawn pick. Come on.
Monkeys are all irrational. We have to see this.
You picked on. This is your night.
Yeah.
Go monkey. Choose monkey.
You guys don't have to make a big deal for me. I'm only sleeping over here so Buffy and Riley can boing.
That's not it at all. They just need time to, be tender.
Oh, yes.
He's not very convincing.
Alone time always translates into get Dawn out of the house so we could have loud, obnoxious sex.
I mean, I'm sure that's true.
Does that mean we can't?
Anya.
Can we put this song on repeat?
Do I know this song?
Can we put the whole night on repeat?
Absolutely.
That's not a bad idea.
I can't believe how relaxed I feel.
The relief. I mean, the relief, man. Anyone who's been in this situation, I have. It's a special type of sigh, right?
Scheduled. Are you planning on seducing me, Mr. Finn?
Always.
It's kind of sad seeing them like this, though, when I know that it's doom between them.
Well, it's nothing compared to what my mom had to deal with.
But it was a lot.
It was a lot.
You were incredible.
Not really. Just covering for the weepy chicken within.
We all are.
You stayed strong throughout. Never even cried.
Oh, I cried.
Is he hurt because she didn't cry in front of him?
And I'm here with you. That's all that matters.
I guess they might as well enjoy the moment now, even though things are headed south for them. Someone's not watching, are they? That's Spike? Bro, give a little privacy, come on. Riley, if you sneak off and go to a vampire bar right now, I swear to God. Is he really going to? Sit back down, put your head on the pillow. And Spike is gonna see him leave, too. Riley, can't you just stop for one night? Is this gonna be why they break up? Spike reports to Buffy. Maybe he's going to meet up with some initiative buddies. Hopefully. Does not look like it.
I think I'd look like I had a cat on my head.
But a very well-groomed cat.
Maybe I'll stick with a scarf.
Oh, Joyce, it's so good to see you up and okay.
I must be getting better because you're making fun of me. Go out, have fun. Get Riley to take you to a movie or something.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I told him to make plans with his friends because I wanted to have you all to myself. I can see him anytime.
Joyce can tell. Joyce can tell.
I mean, just as long as the two of you are spending some quality time with the Lord.
Lots of room for the Holy Ghost.
Might take a little convincing.
Why? What's he got here in Sunnydale that's so special?
Riley?
It's me.
Okay, little bedroom visit, Spike. Very bold.
I wouldn't be here if I didn't have a good reason.
Oh, you're gonna rat him out.
I want to show you something. You need to see this.
What Riley's really doing.
But we need to move if we want to get there in time.
But Spike is 100% doing this because he's interested in Buffy.
Oh, please. Like I give a bloody damn.
Oh, this is not gonna go well. Here we go. It's gonna happen.
You can't go up there.
Yes, they can. Hey, what a nasty place to be in. Vampires aside. Buffy must know it has to do with Riley, right? Or maybe not. Dang, his face totally in shadow. Very symbolic. Wow, well, it's over. It's over.
Buffy!
Spike is so satisfied.
You need help.
I mean, I'm surprised Riley isn't gonna try to kill Spike immediately. Yeah, she doesn't want to be with you either. I mean, that's gotta turn Buffy's whole world upside down, especially right after Joyce is okay. Like, what a horrible thing to happen.
Get out. I need to talk to you.
This might be perfect timing, honestly, if Buffy's about to break up with him.
We're not government. We're army. It's not the initiative, Finn.
My bad, I've been calling them the initiative this whole time.
We just stop them. What do you need me for?
You're a good leader, you're a good soldier.
High risk, low pay, seriously messy.
Not exactly a great job offer.
Now maybe civilian life is working out for you.
Not the way he thought.
Midnight tomorrow. Decision's yours.
Yeah, this is gonna be what happens to Riley. This is how they're writing him out of the show, right?
And so it begins. No longer a victim of crass holiday commercialization. A purveyor of it.
Do it with pride, Giles.
Holding them tight as they fall asleep, painting their little toenails.
I mean, it's not the greatest idea, but Anya has the right mindset, okay?
There's nothing wrong with my idea anyway. I've been very good for this story.
I like how she's thinking of ideas. That's the type of employee that's very valuable.
Giles would be a terrified old man staring at a quarterly tax statement and wetting himself.
Slight exaggeration.
Anya, you can back off a little. You get paid. Willow's doing this on her own time.
Okay, well, Willow's a volunteer, then that changes things.
Thank you for making time in your busy life to come in here and get in the way of mine.
Anya's on a roll, man.
Only in an erotic penthouse you win, not in a sponge bathy geriatric.
Giles like, we don't need the details. Poor Buff.
I need to find out everything I can about a vamp nest downtown.
Nest? What sort of...
There were people there.
A certain person in particular.
Humans hire vampires to feed off them.
And the danger. Hazards of the underworld can become addictive to some people.
Such as Riley.
Because they get cash, hot and cold running blood, and they don't leave any corpses behind, so they don't get hunted.
Fair trade.
So your efforts are best spent. Perhaps you should focus on less ambiguous. Eve Glory, for instance?
Yeah.
Are you coming with me or not?
What's the rush, Buff? If we're going into a nest, maybe we should come up with a strategy. Wait for Riley.
Oh, no. Don't bring him up. Hopefully someone can realize that Buffy is very emotionally invested in this.
Anya, you mind the store?
And give Anya a raise, for goodness sakes.
Well, I guess everybody jumped ship once the word got out that the Slayer found their crib.
Yeah, exactly. What's she doing that for? So they can't come back? Come on, Giles, you have to realize something is going on with her.
I left reasonable about 3 exits back.
Yeah.
Don't kill the messenger.
Why the hell not?
Holy what? There's no way he killed Spike, right? Why didn't it kill him? Did he miss his heart or something?
Looks real, doesn't it? Don't think I don't know what's...
Oh my gosh, don't do that with Spike, you guys. Holy.
Look at you. All afraid I'm hot for you, honey.
I mean, you are.
You're not the long haul guy, and you know it.
Is that why? I don't think that's why.
The girl needs some monster in her man. That's not in your nature.
I think that part might be true.
No matter how low you try to go.
I'm surprised Riley wouldn't try to kill Spike, honestly. Really.
You actually think you got a shot with her?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I had this chip out of my head. I'd have killed you long ago. Ain't love grand.
Love is pain. That's true a lot of the time.
Sometimes I envy you so much it chokes.
I bet vice versa, too.
And sometimes I think I got the better deal.
I would rather be Spike.
Be that close to her and not happy, all alone, even when you're holding her.
Yeah, that's gotta be so...
Feeling her beneath you, surrounding you. The scent. No, you got the better deal.
Did he, though?
I'm the lucky guy.
Just like Buffy and Spike spending time on the porch together, though, this is such an unlikely pairing of both of them kind of wallowing in their misery together. It's so interesting.
How long has she been in there?
Seems pretty gung-ho about it, too. Didn't even stop to say hello.
How long till you realize what's going on, Xander? You know Buffy well.
Stop being scary for a minute and listen to what I'm trying to tell you.
Should you be here right now?
She in there?
She's training.
And she wants to be alone.
Here's mine clearing out. Need a minute alone with her.
Maybe more than a minute, actually.
A little after hours hanky-panky.
No, Anya.
Let's go, Anya.
There's a funny thing with the vaulting horse that you can
Anya!
Maybe we can go home and, have him.
Actually, I've got some stuff to take care of.
Poor Anya. That was a rough getting turned down like that. What do you have to take care of, Xander?
We need to talk.
I'm not ready to talk to you yet. I'm serious. Unless you want to fight.
So let's fight.
Is that a good idea?
How long have you been lying to me? Nothing you say right now is gonna make this better.
Yeah, I get that.
It was just some stupid, immature game. I wanted to even the score after you let Dracula bite.
Oh my gosh.
I think I'll go out and almost die. I think I'll go and let some other...
This isn't your fault. It's mine.
Well, at least he's admitting that.
They made me feel something, Buffy. I didn't even know I was missing until...
What?
I can't hear this.
You need to hear this.
Does she, though?
It wasn't about you.
No, on some basic level, it was about me. My blood, my body.
But it's very different, bro. Come on. It is not one-to-one with a relationship.
It was fleeting. They made me feel like they had such hunger for me.
I don't make you feel that way.
I mean, you don't love him, and I think that's just all stemming from that.
How can you tell me you understand what those vampires are feeling? You aren't a passion to them. You are a snack.
Yeah, that's 100% true.
You can't handle the fact that I'm stronger than you.
Is that what this is about?
It's hard sometimes, yeah.
Oh, wow.
If it's so deficient that you need to get your kicks elsewhere, then we really have a problem.
I mean, no matter what, you guys really have a problem.
No contact with civilians. Transport's leaving tonight.
And I'm leaving with them.
When were you gonna tell me about this?
Right now.
I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
Are you going?
I don't know.
He's going. He's going for sure.
You can't work this out.
This is goodbye?
What a bad end to their relationship.
Let go of me!
What? You'll hit me? Go ahead. Come on, do it.
No, no, no. Why are you saying this, dude?
I'm serious, Buffy. Hit me. Hit me.
I feel like he knows deep down he's wrong, so he feels guilty and wants that.
Unless you give me a reason to stay, I'm leaving tonight.
You should go. Alright, this is when you call up Angel to take Riley out. Sorry.
The pyro act was a bad idea.
No, no, no. This is a bad idea, bro.
I'm not running, and you're not shutting me down.
Very funny, dude. You just walk right into your own death.
You're not gonna make it through the night.
I mean, that is a lot of vampires. It might be a little bit of a challenge, but Buffy, with the rage she's got built up, good luck, vampires. I mean, she warned you guys. She warned you. But you made it kind of convenient for her. You rounded yourselves all up. Dang, that was badass. She gonna spare that vampire? For real? Why? Wow, I'm surprised. That's interesting, Buffy. Oh no. Dang, dang. I am glad that Xander noticed and is trying to figure out what's going on.
What I can't figure out is how you never saw it coming.
Who told you?
Nobody told me anything.
Well, Riley did say some stuff to you.
I sure as hell don't.
You're gonna let him go?
Not my decision to make.
Yeah, I feel like it's not fair. Yeah, I don't think it's fair for Buffy to be forced to choose like this.
Is this not about me?
Is she more than a convenience? 'Cause that would kind of be a surprise.
Really? Does Xander not actually care about her?
I know the story, Xander.
But you missed the point.
What, that he's a rebound?
And you're about to let him fly because you don't like ultimatums?
Not just that, though. I mean, if I was Buffy, I might let him go, man.
Let him go. Break his heart and make it a clean break.
Make it a clean break.
And think about what you're about to lose.
I do think this is a really good that Xander is saying this, though, to Buffy. It's coming from a good place. She's really gonna go back to stop Riley? I thought she was gonna realize that she doesn't actually love Riley. I'm kind of confused, man. I thought Xander was gonna force Buffy to confront the fact that she doesn't love Riley in that deep sense, even though she does care for him. But I guess maybe not. She's not gonna be just too late, right? That's not what they would do, would they? Is she really not gonna make it? He must see her. Tell me he sees her. Does he really not see? Look down, use your peripheral vision, bro. Are you kidding me? They're gonna do this to us when she's right there. Wow, wow, that was brutal. That was like an anti-rom-com moment, man. And she can't call him because there's no interaction with civilians, right? Wow, wow, literally like 2 seconds too late. I can't believe it.
I gotta say something. I don't think I've made it clear.
What?
I'm in love with you.
Okay, good. That's what I thought, right?
I get excited every time I'm about to see you.
Anya's so happy to hear this.
You make me feel like I've never felt before in my life. Like a man. I just thought you might want to know.
It was almost like this served as a good reminder for Xander to really say how he feels, which is at least a silver lining after the whole messiness with Buffy and Riley. Oh my gosh. Buffy just can't catch a break this season, man, I swear. Dang, wow, pretty depressing episode. All right, so that is Buffy the Vampire Slayer season 5, episode 10. That was a kind of a downer episode, and we had the breakup. Right? It's over. I don't know. Are we going to even see Riley again in the show? I kind of feel like no. I think that's the last, that sad, melancholy look on Riley's face as he flies off in the helicopter, fade away. He'll never know that Buffy was right there, that she ran after him and was shouting his name because no one glanced down. It was too dark. Helicopter was just too loud. What a bummer. What an exit for if it is an exit for Riley's character, which I feel like it is. I mean, who knows? Maybe he'll return with a surprise or show up and save the day in some future episode or some future season even. But it felt pretty final, just the way that they executed it, and they kind of have now a new path for Riley to take, like a new career, a new purpose in his life. But very, very depressing. But before we dive into that deeper and the whole dynamic and messiness of that breakup, I just have to say that the highlight of the episode, as far as like something good that happened, was Joyce. I mean, I don't think we're in the clear completely, because the way this story arc with Joyce's health being a concern, it felt a little bit, not anticlimactic, but I'm just expecting something else to happen in regards to Joyce's health. There's still a tiny part of me that is suspicious that there's something supernatural targeting Joyce, although I can't really think of why it would be, although I could be just thinking one of my crazy theories, and this could be just exactly what's happening on screen is exactly what's happening. I don't know. But I'm relieved, but still slightly anxious. But I'm just happy. I'm happy that we didn't have some immediate super depressing thing happen with Joyce, and it was great to see her sitting up, looking good, looking healthy. You know, Dawn is relieved, Buffy is relieved. It's very good. But of course, that the good times are cut short very, very quickly. And Riley, he just, even on a great night, a celebration that Buffy's mom is alive and well and happy, they finally have some one-on-one time, a night together. Even on a night like that, Riley has to creep off, sneak away into the night, and go to some den to get his blood sucked by other vampires. To me, that kind of says everything right there. I mean, not to compare boyfriends here, but I'm going to. Angel would never do that, right? It's just, when he was in full I'm in love with Buffy phase, that just would never happen. And like I've kind of been saying, I feel like the past, 7 or 8 episodes or so, the Buffy Riley thing was doomed. I would have been so surprised if later on they ended up repairing their relationship completely and Buffy ended up with Riley by the end of this show. It just, you could see it was kind of doomed pretty early on this season. And they also, like I said, were kind of setting up things with Riley and the military. I guess the military, not the initiative. I mean, sorry for calling them the same thing. I guess they'd probably be offended being associated with the initiative, but you know what I mean. Like, it's another role for Riley to act as a soldier, which is probably the only career path where he's found that kind of purpose and peace of mind. And it really says a lot about his personality, really craving that he would take on a job that's so high risk and also pays very little. I was hoping at least it paid well. It's like, maybe it's a hard operation, high risk, you put your life out there, but at least you can, save up and for retirement or provide for your family or whatever in the future. But no, on top of all the bad things and the risk and the danger and cutting yourself away from human society, low pay. I mean, last job on earth I'd want to take, I'll just say for myself. Like, no, thank you. Hard pass. But yeah, it's the whole situation is just very difficult. I mean, I would say this is the big surprise for me. Before I get into that, I guess I kind of have to talk about stuff that happened earlier. But one thing that I did like is how Xander, after Buffy, I mean, first of all, Buffy, when she saw what Riley was doing, informed by Spike, of course, because Spike has ulterior motives, but Spike, even if Spike didn't love Buffy, I could see him telling Buffy that just to stir up mischief and cause problems. He's just kind of sly and wicked that way, and could see him enjoying the chaos, certainly. But the fact that he's in love with Buffy, of course he's going to tell Buffy what Riley is doing. And that was a sad scene to see Buffy, like, seeing Riley in some den. It just looks like some horrible place, like a seedy place you don't want to be caught in ever, let alone when you're in a relationship with someone else. Like, it's risky, it's seedy, it's just not a good vibe type of area or activity to engage in at all. But poor Buffy, like, she was so surprised because she did kind of view Riley as this rock solid guy. Although he's had some serious instability this season. But you know what I mean, especially when she first started dating Riley back in season 4, you know, he was the normal person in her life. And I mean that not in a derogatory sense. Like, Riley was stable and had his head on straight and wasn't, you know, conflicted or part vampire or some wacky craziness. I mean, yes, he was part of the initiative, but he was brainwashed. He was really a victim of Professor Walsh and all that craziness. So he really had his head straight in a lot of ways in his own life. But as we've seen throughout this season, just his insecurity in their relationship, and I honestly feel like a lot of the trauma and damage and baggage he's had built up because of what was done to him and his body and all the experiments, I think all of that kind of came to a head with his emotional insecurity with Buffy. And at the end of the day, I guess something that people might have different opinions on is whether or not Buffy loves Riley. And I actually think, now that we've reached this point in the show, I think I've gone back and forth. I don't think she does. I think that she cares about him. I think that she tried to be a good girlfriend in the relationship for the most part. And she might even think that she loves him. But I don't think. I think they made it pretty clear, and they've done a good job of kind of demonstrating it throughout different ways that she behaves and treats Riley, that Buffy does not love Riley in that deep sense, in that capital L love. But anyways, after Buffy sees that, which is very difficult, it's totally understandable to me that she's furious, you know what I mean, and that she's, you know, just taking it out, trying to box, and also that she wants some space too. But of course, Riley has a deadline and ends up confronting her. And that talk was just, it was just rough to watch, you know, seeing such kind of an ugly last conversation between two people who did have a lot of good moments, undeniably, especially in season 4, right? Season 5, definitely less so, but in season 4 we got to see some really good times in their relationship and some real connection, I think. So it's kind of sad to see how they've progressed, and also that that's essentially the final note of their last shared moment together. And in that conversation, like, I think it's very easy to be on Buffy's side. You know, I basically was like, not only do I see you like sneaking off with some girl vampire sucking your blood, which if the situation flipped, I think Riley would be understandably furious. Like, if Buffy was doing that behind Riley's back, going off with some guy vampire sucking her blood and some seedy thing, I'd be like, yo, major red flag, let's end this right now. But on top of that, like, Buffy doesn't even get the time to process all of that. Instead, she's given this ultimatum. Now, I don't think Riley, you know, the ultimatum was kind of happening because of circumstances outside of Riley's control, but ultimately he did give her an ultimatum. Like, we either fix this now or I'm leaving forever. If I was Buffy, I don't think I would have been like, okay, then leave. I don't think I would have processed my anger, my thoughts, my emotions that quickly. And if someone pressured me to do so quicker, just me personally, I think I'd be like, it's not gonna happen, you know what I mean? Like, we're not gonna fix this quickly. I don't even know how I feel about this. But like I said, I think it's very easy to be on Buffy's side, and understandably so in a lot of ways. But what was kind of interesting was Riley kind of harping on the point that he's always been on the outside and Buffy has kind of shut him off. And I don't think that was the case really in season 4, but from what we've seen of them together in season 5, I do think that's the truth. And that's why the part where I kind of want to hear people's thoughts in the comments. But I think that Buffy does not love Riley in that same way, even if she doesn't realize it herself, right? I think Spike is so spot on with his assessment there. Side note, that was a cool little scene with Spike and Riley. I'm so very surprised that Riley wouldn't actually kill Spike. I mean, why wouldn't he? Like, he has every reason to hate Spike for many, many episodes. Spike is a pure evil demon vampire, you know, like, I'm just surprised Riley wouldn't do that. But anyways, it was kind of cool that they had a shared moment together where both of them are in love with the same girl, and both of them feel like she's out of their reach, although in different ways, right? And I will just personally say, for many reasons, I would rather be Spike than Riley. Even in relation to Buffy, like, you do not want to be Riley. That's a very unpleasant position to be in, not to mention a character who's about to be written off the show. But what I liked, sorry I'm jumping all over the place with this assessment, but what I liked after the conversation between Buffy and Riley was Xander. And we had a few funny moments with Anya throughout this episode earlier, which was nice. But Xander, I like that he noticed not only that something was wrong with Buffy, but he kind of forced her to have a hard conversation. And sometimes you need friends to do that. You know, like, you might not be in the mood to confront certain aspects of a decision you're making or certain aspects of yourself, but sometimes you need a friend to push you, just like a good coach will push you past your point of comfort to like get that extra rep in. A good friend can sometimes be in your corner and push you to figure out something or think about something that you need to, because there was that time deadline, right? Riley was leaving. Now, to me, that was the biggest surprise of the episode, was the fact I really thought that Xander was going to be pushing Buffy and being like, look, you know, you're upset right now, but if you truly love Riley in that deep, profound sense, then you need to stop this. And I was like, that's good advice. That is good advice. But I thought Buffy was going to finally admit to herself that she didn't love Riley that way. But no, it took a big surprise. Buffy is like sprinting down after the helicopter, and I'm like, oh wow, she's gonna stop him. Okay, Riley is still gonna be in the show. But then no, she's just too late. Like, Xander just needed to say that speech like literally 10 seconds faster, or she needed to kill those vampires who confronted her like 10 seconds faster. It's pretty unlucky, and that's kind of why it makes it extra depressing. Like, already the material of them breaking up, and like I said, just their last conversation after how many good times they had together in season 4 is a pretty sad note. You know, it's like a relationship that truly died. It's not one that ended the way that Buffy ended her relationship with Angel. But it's just extra depressing that that's not even what Buffy wanted. You know what I mean? Like, I would be much happier for Buffy if she just maybe admitted to herself, like, no, I don't love Riley like that, and even though I care for him deeply and we had a very special time together, like, he's not the one for me, right? Then at least there'd be some sense of agency and a decision and a realization. But that's not what happened. And that's, I guess, why it's particularly interesting to me, like, what people think whether or not Buffy loves Riley. Because if I had to, I'm going to stay strong to my instinct. My instinct is that Buffy may not realize that she doesn't love Riley in that sense, but she doesn't. And maybe she sprinted after Riley because she still truly believes in her heart that she does. But with some time and some distance away from him, maybe she'll be relieved that Riley didn't hear her shouting for him down below while he's in the helicopter, right? But I could be totally wrong. That's just my opinion. I'd love to hear your opinion on that aspect. Any thoughts about the episode in general? I mean, it's the breakup episode, but thank goodness Joyce is okay. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. As always, the full unedited reaction along with future reactions of both Buffy and Angel all up on Patreon. Thank you so much to everyone who supports there. Thank you for watching, and as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.